And I was out there when Jonathan was doing his protest, so let's give another hand for Jonathan.
That's right.
That's right. You stop the migrants from going to the Cube Water Inn, that's great. Because a lot of politicians use that hotel. Maybe they could donate to you as gratitude or something. So, what are we up against? We have an upside-down city, as we see. Somebody mentioned it, a gentleman over there, Lee Zeldin. Lee's one of the reasons that inspired me. He took a great step towards moving New York City in the right direction. His campaign was based on this out-of-control crime, and unfortunately, he fell short. And one of the reasons why, of course, he fell short. Don't let anybody tell you different. There was a united Republican Party behind Lee. It was momentum. The fact of the matter is, Cuomo and Hochul drove out hundreds of thousands of people. Okay, so the old saying is no go. Hundreds of thousands of Republican voters left the city in the last couple of years, thanks to Cuomo, Hochul, and all the elected. Well, you can throw Schumer's name, of course. We don't want to forget him, and all the elected Democrats, De Blasio. The old saying is no good deed goes unpunished. The reality is, Democratic bad deeds seem to get rewarded, okay, in all these big cities. They keep getting elected again. What am I taking a stand? Somebody said it already, I didn't invent it. The one-party system doesn't work. What I'm telling people is, the elephant in the room is, there's no elephants in the room when the key decisions are made. And that's exactly what's happening. What I call the two killer bees recently, to public safety. Bail reform and grants. That is a result of Democratic leadership. Okay, as you remember, Lee Zeldin's platform was to remove grants. Bail reform was done by a Democratic state legislator, a Democratic governor. Bail reform never would have passed if we had a Republican governor. 50 states in the union, and we are the only one. Even California knows better, okay, that they take into consideration the dangerousness, okay, of a defendant, okay. And in New York, we don't consider dangerousness. So, don't let the electric stove lady fool you when she said, I fixed it, I fixed the bail reform. They fixed nothing. They only took into consideration flight risk. They didn't take into consideration the dangerousness of a criminal defendant. It's valid. There's a couple of other big issues. First of all, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. My primary area of practice is I do criminal. I was in Kew Gardens today. I also do a lot of landlord-tenant, mostly in Queens. There's something in common. The middle-class property rights and the store owners, as we know, their property rights are not respected in either court. Just like you have tenants, which is, to me, is like stealing, going a year, 2 years without rent. Property vandalism is not enforced. Shoplifting, robberies. Property crimes are serious. If you want to turn the city around, you really have to go back to the Giuliani days. That's who turned the city around.
Thank you.
And the broken theories, okay, the police enforcement work, okay? Stop and frisk worked. Stop and frisk was constitutional. That's somebody who, and by the way, by bringing the crime rate, the group that Rudy was